What's up, guys, and welcome back to the doctor's office. I am Dr. K. Ray Knight, here to give you a proper diagnosis and prognosis and everything comics and comic book characters. I keep finding stories, you guys. So this story comes from Mad Cave Comics, and it is called The Hexiles. Now, this is definitely up my alley. Check the necklace, check the earrings. Okay. So we're gonna get into it, right? So there is a funeral, and there's a group of kids that come in, and they are like saying goodbye to the man who has died, because the man who has died is their father. So all of them are children of this man. And while they're all standing there, one of them's like, bye, Dad. And they're all like, oh, you too? Cool. Hello. And they all start, giving their names and everything like that. And a super creepy man, the thin man, comes up behind them and is like, oh, hello, children of Mr. Krill. Welcome. And they start trying to understand who their father was, because they, at this point, have no idea about him. They don't know anything about him. They don't really know who he was. So, creepy thin man is just like, oh, well, your father was wealthy in the eyes of hell, right? He had power and he was feared, and it was because he kept making these deals with demons. And so of course they're all just like bullshit, but they definitely are figuring out that it's true, because later on we'll see why. So they were like, oh, so he was rich. No. He said that nigga ain't no money, not a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. He was like, he literally never had any fucking money, but he was feared. He had, everything that you would have wanted in somebody who made deals with demons, minus the money. He ain't had no money. He then explains to them that every single one of them that was born in like a ritual situation. So they were each gifted with something. And so one of them is like, oh, is that why we're sick or different? He's like, oh, you're not different. You guys were gifted with these things. Like, you guys are a gift. And he was like, well, he didn't leave you guys any money. He did leave a debt of some sort. And so one of them is just like, I'm leaving. I don't care. I don't care about any of this. I didn't know this man. I ain't got nothing to do with that. And they turn into super creepy demons, and one of them kills her. Okay? I think her name is Madison. They kill her at the door. And, or they stab her, and she's like bleeding to death at the door. And he's like, y'all are the offspring of this man. Y'all are going to settle his fucking accounts one way or another. We want our fucking stuff. Now, they start attacking them, but each of them, as they were born from rituals, has a different gift. One of them has the power to turn into a demon themselves. The other one has power to make you feel like completely worthless. It's like the fathomless power, and she does it on one of the demons, and he's like, oh my god, I've squandered all of my life, I'm so worthless. And he's just like mentally having a breakdown here. Gerald has fire. I can't remember what the black girl's name is, but she controls like a hellhound, basically like a servant. Then the girl Madison, who had gotten stabbed, is able to heal herself, come back. And then one of them has like the roots of the damned or something like that. Like, all of them have different abilities, and they all gather together as a group, and they start fighting these super creepy gross demons, as they should, because what the hell did we do to deserve these things other than be born? So after they are able to escape, they're like, a couple of them are like, should we be together? Should we team up? And the rest of them are like, actually, no. No offense, I don't know y'all. that guy in there, I don't really know him either. Like, I'm not trying to be a part of any of this. So they all essentially end up splitting up. And Gerald, the one with the fire, is walking by himself through an alley, and he's just like, fuck you, Dad. Rightful emotions, okay? But he ends up getting attacked by these 3 like squid-headed demons, and his fire, like, he's using his fire, but the fire is not working, and they like take off, like eat half of his body just about, and they end up killing him. So the creepy thin man comes out and is like, oh great, you guys did that, awesome, we still have work to do, let's send a message to his brothers and sisters. And then it was like a to be continued type thing. The artwork for this is very, very unexpected, and as you can see, I really do like this art. It reminds me, however, of that book from Absolute Power with all of the black people, and that artwork was absolutely horrid. Colors were running together, images were running together, and you could not tell what was going on with the story. This artwork I love, because you can tell what is happening, and it's just different from a lot of the comic books that I have been reading as of late. So I do appreciate this art and the artist that is doing, the artist and the colorist that are, working on this book. Phenomenal job. The story is very, very interesting, very much piqued my interest, because I am a fan of the supernatural and the occult and things like that. So anything creepy, I'm ready for it. And the title was an eye catcher too, the Hexiles. I was like, that sounds like it has something to do with magic. I wasn't too far off. So I'm very interested to see what happens with the story. Obviously, they're probably going to end up getting back together and teaming up to survive. Hopefully we get to learn more about their dad from a different perspective, because it's very obvious that he was an evil person who just wanted power and control and was going to use his kids to do that, because each of the kids having an ability because they were born from a ritual is fucking insane. So I'm definitely hoping to get some more information on Daddy Dearest and the characters, because the black girl is the one that interests me the most. Her name is going to pop up on here. I want to say that her name is Madison. No, I don't think her name is Madison. I don't remember what her name is. I don't remember if she said her name. If her name is Madison, I don't remember the redhead girl's name. But listen, I'm working off memory here, okay? But anyway, I liked it. And hopefully you guys will too. So that is it for this episode of The Doctor's Office. And I will see you guys at your next checkup.